From the introduction of the Cherry Grove biome to new friendly mobs like camels and sniffers, here's what to expect in the Minecraft 1.20 update, starting with the surprise addition to the game, the Cherry Grove biome. I mean, a lot of changes coming to version 1.20, aka the Trails and Tales update, are sort of Mojang's way of pleasing disgruntled fans who didn't like 1.19, because even though it was called the Wild Update, it didn't really add anything substantial to the game's forests or swamps. With this one, however, there were already rumblings of changes to biomes like Savannah or Badlands. But what we got might have been even better. Yep, it's an entirely new biome, folks, and it's absolutely stunning. You've got super cute cherry blossom trees with their own branch-based generation, meaning they're not your regular old Minecraft trees. No sir, these are densely packed together in a forest, and yeah, they drop pink leaves as particles as well. Not to mention you'll find rabbits and bees roaming the area as well, which honestly makes it the perfect place to build a secret base to relax in. Oh, and of course new trees also mean a new cherry wood set, including light pink blocks, items, and saplings. But if that isn't enough to fully decorate your little Japanese themed town, then the new hanging signs might just be the finishing touch you need. Okay, now signs in Minecraft have remained unchanged for, what, a decade? Sure, you got slight modification options like different wood colors and all that, but you really couldn't do anything other than put them on a block or on the ground. That, folks, is about to change with the Trails and Tales update, because not only can you hang your signs now, but there are actual decoration options to make them look just the way you want. For starters, you can hang them on any side of any block. And yes, that includes the bottom of a fence post, giving you that classic medieval town look. What's more, players can even hang signs underneath other signs, chaining them together, so you can literally live, laugh, love to your heart's desire. That being said, if cute signs and cherry blossoms aren't your thing, then the 1.20 update has some other new structures as well, like the bamboo wood and chiseled bookshelves. Now, the first one is pretty simple, because, well, it's a full set of bamboo wood blocks, so you've got the usual planks, stairs, fences, and all that stuff. What's different about these, however, is the fact that players can use a crafting bench to turn them into decorative bamboo mosaic blocks that have this really cool geometrical pattern on them. Not to mention you can turn them into a raft as well, which is sorta like a boat except a bit flatter. Oh, and this is kind of a big deal, since it's the first Minecraft block that does this. In fact, this also opens the door for other decorative blocks. Or who knows, maybe even a chisel that can turn all blocks into different things, like the one in the chisel mod. Speaking of chisels, the chiseled bookshelves are also a welcome addition to the game, because these blocks finally have a use now. I mean, yeah, you can use them to store your regular and enchanted books in any order you want, but here's the fun thing about these. You see, even though it's impossible to tell which book is which once it's inside, each slot still has its own separate redstone signal. You know where this is going, right? Because yes, this will actually allow players to make one of those secret doorways that open when you pull a specific book out. Like, the possibilities are endless here, and it's going to add so much depth to multiplayer servers. But wait, these aren't the only new blocks here, because Mojang also finally added archaeology to Minecraft. Even though this was shown at Minecraft Live a few years ago, no one was really expecting it to show up in the game, because, well, Mojang doesn't really do this sort of stuff. But hey, they've gone ahead and proven us all wrong. I mean, there isn't anything super useful here. You don't get any special gear or anything like that. Instead, all you do is look for suspicious sand blocks within the world, dust them off with your new brush tool, and boom, you've got a pottery shard. Now, you can combine them to craft ancient pots, which again don't really do much except have some cool iconography from the game on them. That being said, there is another thing that actually makes a massive difference, especially for those who like to roleplay in big servers, and that is armor trimming. Okay, so this is easily one of the most requested features from the community, and honestly, with the way mods have progressed over the past few years, like Vault Hunters and all that, it really felt like Mojang's solution to armor trims wouldn't even come close to the level of customization a lot of people are used to now. But again, they keep surprising us, cause guess what? These armor trims have 11 pattern designs in 10 different colors. I mean, sure, that's still nowhere near what mods can do, but honestly, it's that's more than good enough. I mean, whether it's giving your gray netherite armor that shiny gold trim, or even making it look like leather, there's a lot you can do with this, including specific team uniforms on PvP servers. Though there is one tiny caveat with this, which is that these trims don't exactly change the properties of your armor. Now, obviously, this is both a good thing and a bad thing, because while having a gold trim won't make it piglin friendly, it also won't decrease the overall durability of your netherite armor. And to be fair, that seems like a fair trade to me. Oh, and on the subject of netherite, Mojang's also making the material harder to find and craft, because now you're going to need an upgraded smithing template to craft anything out of netherite on the smithing table. Also, remember mob heads? They've been useless for the longest time, right? Well, with 1.20, the mob heads finally have a use in the game. I mean, mounting a dragon head on a wall and using a lever to open and close it is fun and everything, but Mojang's actually turning them from pure decoration into something that you can use in very creative ways. Okay, so essentially the Trails and Tales update allows players to connect these mob heads with note blocks, resulting in all sorts of ambient mob sounds. So, if you mount a skeleton skull on a note block, you can simulate the sound of an arrow, which yeah, could be a pretty sweet jump scare in itself. Though wait, there's more, because alongside this new functionality, we're also getting a new mob head for the piglin, which makes piglin sounds and flaps its ears when activated with a redstone signal. Having said that, there is one more change that's arguably the most significant of the bunch, and that's the addition of 2 new friendly mobs. Oh, and they're not something small like rabbits either. Instead, you get actually rideable camels and a new type of creature called a sniffer. Now, the camel is pretty self-explanatory. It spawns in the desert and can be tamed just like a horse by sitting on it a bunch of times. Here's what's different though. Not only can 2 people ride on the camel at once, but it's also tall enough to avoid hostile mobs at night. Oh, and yeah, they can also traverse flat land really quickly thanks to their dash ability. The sniffer, on the other hand, is this big chunky guy who, well, sniffs the land and finds unique seeds and plants for players. Though sadly, it's not exactly rideable in vanilla survival. Plus, a cute little detail, both of these mobs can lie down and relax when they're not working. Also, yeah, there are tons of performance fixes here, and it comes out this summer. I mean, just take my money already, Mojang. So, from new friendly mobs like camels and sniffers to the introduction of the Cherry Grove biome, this is what you can expect in the Minecraft 1.20 update. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.